Lessons I have learned as a mom, especially as a first-time mother. In case you've not watched the previous video on lessons I've learned as a first-time mom, go watch it. Today we are going to be talking about parenting skills. That's what we're going to be talking about. One of the lessons I have learned as a first-time mom. The very first one on my list is certain ways to calm your baby. You have to explore. You have to look for ways on how to make that baby comfortable. Specifically for me, I don't like hearing my baby's voice, like when she's crying. I get so troubled and so emotional, especially knowing that I have done everything I am supposed to do. I've breastfed her, I've given her food, she has taken her bath, her medications too, and she's still crying. Like, I get so worried. And one thing I discovered is that most times if she's crying like that and you know you've done something you are supposed to do, is that she wants to sleep. That's my baby. Her sleeping comes with a whole lot of crying. And she has to cry before going to bed. When I discovered this, I felt at ease. I became more comfortable doing what I'm supposed to do, and she's still crying. I'll just put her on my back, and before you know it, she's asleep. Unlike the first month I gave birth, like it was really very hard and very difficult. I couldn't detect all of these things. I didn't know. So the first thing, the very first thing you should know is certain ways on how to calm your baby. What can you do? What do your baby really want? No, baby's on top, so you have to be calculative. You have to be guessing to really know what that baby wants. And the second one on my list is feeding methods. You have to learn ways on how to feed your child. You have to be calculative again. How do you feed your child? How do your child react while you're feeding her? So you need to know the method to use. Does she like breastfeeding? Does she like bottle feeding? Your baby is a different child. She's different. She's unique in her way. So you have to look for her own way. You have to understand your child. You have to learn different feeding methods to feed your child. And the third one, diaper changing. I know I've visited some few family and friends that have put to birth way before I got married. Even have my baby. And I can still remember then when they asked me to come change diapers. The diaper is soaked or the baby has pooped. I frowned at it. I run away from that specifically. You're running away from these things. It's something you would do. So why don't you learn? Then I didn't see any reason to. But trust me, diaper changing is a skill. If you see the first month when I gave birth, if I diaper my baby, you go like one hook, because I didn't have time to do all of these things. Like I didn't learn it, so it was a bit difficult for me, but I kept on learning. Yes, I kept on learning. I even had to go online to check how to diaper a baby the correct way on how to do these things. I know it sounds weird, but it's very important. Unless you don't want your baby to use diapers, even if you want to napkin them, you still have to learn it. So all of these things are skills you should learn how to make the baby, because there's a way you have to actually diaper your child to make the child feel comfortable, not for it not to affect your baby's thigh. Do you understand? You have to really be careful on how to use those diapers. So you don't just do it anyhow. No, you don't do that. Learn ways on how to diaper your child. Make that baby comfortable. You get? These are what I have learned as a mother, especially as a first-time mom. So stay tuned for the next one. Do well to engage on this video, like, comment, and repost this video. Love from me to you.